morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. All right, so let's go ahead and get started by logging on to starfall.com. All right, and once you are on there, go ahead and make your way to our calendar. And then once you see that big play button, go ahead and press play.
Yippee! It's May 2020. Let's make a calendar.
Okay, and then once you see that green sparkly arrow in the bottom right corner up here, go ahead and press that. And do the days of the week.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so
What day of the week is it today?
what day of the week is it today? And yep, it is the one highlighted in gold. It is Tuesday.
Great job! Today is Tuesday, May 12th, 2020.
Okay, and then once you choose the date today, go ahead and click that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And now we can
Fill in the missing day and date.
fill in the missing day and date. Okay, so we just said it was Tuesday, so go ahead and drag Tuesday to that empty blue rectangle.
Tuesday,
And yesterday was the 11th. That means today is the 12th.
12th. Great job!
And once you get those filled in, go ahead and press that green arrow in the bottom right corner once more. And now we can
Mark any special days this month.
mark any special days this month. Okay, so Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, remember, was two holidays. The first being Cinco de Mayo, meaning the 5th of May in Spanish. And this is the day where people of Mexican culture remember the Battle of Puebla, I believe it was. But it was basically when the French army came in and tried to invade Mexican land, and the Mexican army, although outnumbered, defeated the French army and won the battle, and got to keep their land. So that's why that day is celebrated. And then also on Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, this year, that was Teacher's Day, or Teacher Appreciation Day. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Tuesday, May 5th for Cinco de Mayo. And let's also put some stars on Tuesday, May 5th for Teacher's Day, or Teacher Appreciation Day. And since we're on the first week of May, remember how we talked about that first full week in May is always going to be Teacher Appreciation Week. So let's go ahead and add some stars to Monday, May 4th. We already have our stars on Tuesday, May 5th. So we're going to put stars on Wednesday, May 6th, Thursday, May 7th, and Friday, May 8th. And that will take care of marking all the days for Teacher Appreciation Week. Okay, and then last Sunday, so Sunday, May 10th, that was Mother's Day. And to all the parents watching, I hope that you had a wonderful Mother's Day and felt extra appreciated that day. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Sunday, May 10th, 2020, because that was Mother's Day. All right, and then we can jump to this coming Monday. So Monday, May 18th, 2020, that will be a holiday in Canada. And so we don't celebrate it here in the United States, but it is celebrated in Canada, which is the country that borders the northern part of our country. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Monday, May 18th, 2020 for Victoria Day in Canada. And this is the day where in Canada they remember Queen Victoria, who was queen for quite some time. I think it was 63 years, way back when. Okay, so let's go ahead and now jump to a week after that. So Monday, May 25th, 2020, that will be Memorial Day. And Memorial Day is the day here in the United States where we remember those who died fighting in our military. And people also take the time to thank the people who are currently serving in our military as well on this day. So let's go ahead and put a smiley face on Monday, May 25th, 2020, because that will be Memorial Day. And we can also put some stars on Monday, May 25th, 2020, because that will be a no school day. Okay, and now we have 2 birthdays this month. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see, January, February, March, April, May. And on the 21st, we have a birthday. So on Thursday, May 21st, 2020, that will be Adam's 13th birthday. And that's really exciting. I remember my 13th birthday being really exciting because I was finally a teenager. So let's go ahead and put a slice of birthday cake on Thursday, May 21st, because that will be Adam's birthday. Okay, and then we have on the 29th, my birthday. So, let's go ahead and put a slice of birthday cake on Friday, May 29th, 2020, because that will be my 26th birthday. Okay, so that is all the special days that I'm going to mark this month, but you can continue to mark whatever special days you would like. But I'm going to go ahead and click that green arrow in the bottom right corner. And now I can
choose a picture for your calendar.
Choose a picture for my calendar. And I think I'm going to choose the girl reading a book in the park. So let me turn my brightness down so you can see. But this is my picture for the calendar today, but you can pick whichever one you would like. And then once you have your picture chosen, go ahead and press that green arrow in the bottom right corner one more time. And hooray, we finished calendar. Okay, so let's go ahead and transition to typing into Google Chico weather. And remember, we just use this first bit of information here. So let's check out our temperature for today. So let's go ahead and make sure we have a blue rectangle around temperature right here. And you'll see our temperatures throughout the day. And then once you have it on temperature, go ahead and make a blue box around Tuesday on the bottom right here. And I'm going to go ahead and draw that out. So we have our blue box, and then TUE, which is short for Tuesday. Then we have our weather picture that looks very similar to our picture yesterday. It's a cloud with some rain coming down from it. And then we have two temperatures. I see 70 degrees and 52 degrees. So if you have your blue boxer on Tuesday, so imagine that's a blue box. Then we have TUE, which is short for Tuesday, the type of weather we're going to have today. And then one of these is going to be our highest expected temperature, and the other will be our lowest expected temperature today. So my question for you is 70 degrees or 52 degrees the highest expected temperature today? So if you said 70 degrees, you are correct. So let's see where that falls on our temperature chart. And 70 should be really easy to find because it's nice and big for us. So right here. And 70 degrees looks like it's that borderline temperature in between the cool temperature range and the warm temperature range. So it's this line right here. So it will feel kind of a cool warm today, if you will. Okay, so 70 degrees is our highest expected temperature. That means that 52 degrees is our lowest expected temperature. So that will most likely be our temperature tonight. So let's go ahead and see where that falls. So 50 is easy to find. It's right here. And 50 plus 2 is 52. So 51, 52. Right here. So we are in the cool temperature range. So it will be a cool temperature tonight. Okay, so since we looked at our two temperatures, my next question is, what type of weather are we going to have today if this is our weather picture? So if you said rainy, you're correct. It will be rainy today. And I don't think it's quite as rainy as it was yesterday at this time yet, but we might get some more rain later on, which is perfect transition to, let's check out what our precipitation is going to be like today. So, okay. Let's make a blue rectangle around precipitation right here. And look, our blue line is not as crazy as it was yesterday. So that means that we're still going to get rain because you see it's not completely stable. There's some spikes here and some spikes here. But it will not be as rainy as it was yesterday. So let's check out what percentage our average chance of rain is. So we're going to look at precipitation right up here at the top and look at what percentage it says next to precipitation. Okay, so Precipitation. So precipitation, and then I see 15%. So even this tells us, I believe yesterday's percentage was higher than 15%. So that makes sense why our line is different than yesterday too. So we are not going to get as much rain as we did yesterday, but we still will have rain. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at what our wind is going to look like today. So let's make sure we have a blue rectangle around wind right here. And you'll know you're there when you see those arrows and then the wind speeds. And then we're going to look up here where we did precipitation, humidity, and now we're going to look at the wind and see what our average wind speed today is. So, W-I-N-D, so I spell wind, and I see 19 mph. Or our average wind speed will be 19 miles per hour. So that's kind of not too crazy of a wind, but it's pretty decent. You're going to definitely feel it when the wind does blow, but it will not be enough to like blow you over or anything. So okay, so now that we have checked out our temperature, our precipitation, and our wind for today, Tuesday, let's go ahead and check out some of our weather for tomorrow, Wednesday. That way we can compare and contrast the two. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have a blue box around Wednesday at the bottom here. And I'm going to draw this out as well. Have our blue box. Okay, and then W-E-D, which is short for Wednesday. And then we have another looks like rainy picture, but it's a different rainy picture than today's. And if you look, there's multiple clouds, not just one, but there is some rain coming down from those clouds. So it says, well, actually, we'll get to that in a second. And then I see 65 degrees and 55 degrees. Okay, so if you have your blue box around Wednesday, W-E-D, which is short for Wednesday, the type of weather we're going to have tomorrow. And then one of these is going to be our highest expected temperature tomorrow. So will 65 degrees or 55 degrees be our highest expected temperature tomorrow? If you said 65 degrees, you're correct. So let's go ahead and see what it'll feel like tomorrow. Okay, so here's 60, and then 65 is already marked for us, and we are in that cool temperature range, so it will be cool tomorrow. Okay, and then my next question is, what type of weather will we have tomorrow if this is our weather picture? If you said rainy, you're correct. However, it's a different kind of rainy than today. So if you look, today's picture just had a single cloud, so one cloud with some rain. Tomorrow's picture has 3 clouds and then with some rain. So when you see the 3 clouds with some rain, that means that it will be rainy, yes, but it will be scattered showers. So that means that it's not gonna necessarily rain consistently all at once. It's just gonna be the rain will be throughout the day at different points. So tomorrow we'll have rain, it will just be at different points in the day. So it'll be scattered showers tomorrow. Okay, so now that we have found out some information about tomorrow's weather, let's go ahead and write the comparisons on the board as if we were in class. So today will be a high of 70 degrees and rainy, and tomorrow will be a high of 65 degrees and also rainy, but a different kind of rainy. Okay, so today, high of 70 and rainy. tomorrow, a high of 65 and also rainy. So there we go. And this is our projected weather as of today for tomorrow. We'll see if it changes tomorrow, though. Okay, so that is all that I'm going to talk about for our weather today. But if you would like to continue to do some weather with yourself or maybe a family member, that's cool with me. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to our social story part of our morning meeting. And it's today we're going to talk about deciding to tattle. So let's just go ahead and dive in. So our story is literally titled Deciding to Tattle. And here we go. In my class, some kids use the word tattletale. Those kids say that a tattletale is someone who goes running to tell the teacher or another adult every time something bad happens. Some kids make fun of tattletales and say they are babyish. I know that there are some problems I can take care of without telling a teacher. If someone sticks their tongue out at me, I can say, I don't like it when you do that. If someone takes my place at the lunch table, I can say, that was my spot. I also know that sometimes there are problems I can't handle on my own because I am a kid. Kids sometimes need help from adults. If I tell an adult about a problem because I need help, that does not make me a tattletale. If someone hurts my body or says some really mean words to me, I know I should always tell an adult. I should also tell an adult if someone does the same bad or mean thing again and again. I should also tell an adult if I see someone doing something dangerous or hurting another person. Sometimes it can feel really scary to tell an adult. I might get scared of being teased for tattling, or I might worry that an adult will be angry with me. If I need to tell an adult, I can bring a buddy with me. If I can choose my most trusted adult to talk to first, I can write a letter if it feels easier than talking. Telling a trusted adult can be a great way to get help when something really bad or scary happens. So, this made some important points. The first one being the word tattletale. So a lot of kids, I'm sure at some point in our lives we've all been called tattletales. I know I have. And what people mean by tattletale is someone who feels the need to tell a teacher or an adult about every little thing that happens, as opposed to trying to take care of it on their own first. And so, like this story said, there are situations where it's important for you to try and take care of the problem yourself first. And then if the problem doesn't stop, or that person doesn't stop doing that and they continue to do something that bothers you after you ask them to stop, then that's when you should go tell a trusted adult. Or if you genuinely don't know how to necessarily communicate or tell someone that to stop doing whatever it is that's bothering you, then you can ask an adult too, because sometimes we don't always know the best way to tell someone something. So if you need, but the important cases for when you should tell an adult is if you see something really dangerous happening. Or, like I said, if someone continues to do something even after you have already asked them to stop. And as this article also said, or this story also said, it can feel scary to tell an adult, but it's always better to tell an adult if you see something dangerous happening than to not say anything. So, I feel like this was a really important story because sometimes we don't always know when we should and should not tell an adult something. And so I feel like this gave us some good scenarios or situations where you should tell an adult something. Or even when, tomorrow actually we're going to talk about deciding not to tattle. So we'll dive even deeper into it, and it'll talk about situations where it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to tell a teacher or an adult about. But I will put these in Google Slides, as I typically do with some pictures, and then also post that on our Google Classroom for you to have if you would like to look at later. But this is all that I have for you today. But I hope that some of you can maybe make it outside in between the rain. It looks like it's not raining right now. Maybe do something nice for yourself, or maybe do something nice and relaxing after you get your work done for today. But other than that, I hope that you all have a beautiful Tuesday, and I will talk to you tomorrow.